My name is Walter White, and if you're watching this video, you have one problem. You don't control time. You might think your problem is money, that you don't have enough of it, that your salary is too low, that the system is broken, that the rules are unfair. No, the system works perfectly. Just not for you. Today I'm going to explain one rule, only one. So simple it almost feels insulting, and so powerful that it's never taught to people who plan to work their entire lives. It's called the Rule of 72, and if you stay until the end, you'll understand why money always ends up in the same hands and why the FBI always shows up too late. In chemistry, there is something called reaction speed. You can have perfect ingredients, pure, expensive, rare, but if you don't control the speed, you either get nothing or you get an explosion. Finance works the same way. Instead of test tubes, you have years. Instead of temperature, you have interest rates. And instead of explosions, you have exponential growth. Most people never see it because they quit seconds before the reaction begins. Forget motivation. Forget inspirational quotes. Forget dreams. Let's keep only numbers. You have capital. The amount doesn't matter. Small capital is still capital. The question is not how much. The question is time. How many years until that money becomes twice as much? This is where most people break. School taught them how to calculate salaries. It never taught them how to calculate growth. That's where the Rule of 72 enters. It says this: take the number 72, divide it by the annual rate of return. The result is the approximate number of years it takes for your money to double. That's it. No formulas, no spreadsheets, no calculators, just time and math. Example, 8% annual return. 72 divided by 8 equals 9. 9 years, your money doubles. Not grows by 80%, not grows nicely. It doubles. Stop for a second and understand this. Doubling is not a bit more. Doubling is a different game entirely. Try again. 10%. 72 divided by 10 equals 7.2, about 7 years. 12%. 72 divided by 12 equals 6. Every 6 years, your capital copies itself, like a cell, like a virus, like an idea. Now comes the dangerous part. If something doubles every 6 years, then over 30 years it doubles 5 times. That's not addition, that's multiplication. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16, 16 becomes 32. Your money becomes 32 times larger. No magic, no luck, no crimes, just time and discipline. This is why the system doesn't want you to understand it. Because someone who understands exponential growth doesn't panic, doesn't chase, doesn't gamble. They wait, and they calculate. The FBI always works reactively. They arrive after. Compound interest works before. Let's talk about compound interest. This is the moment most people lose interest, because it sounds boring, but this is where money is born. Compound interest means your returns are earned not only on your initial capital, but also on every return you've already earned. It's a chain reaction. Year 1, nothing special. Year 2, slightly better. Year 3, noticeable. Year 4, interesting. Year 5, uncomfortable. Year 6, too late to ignore. Most people look at the first 3 years and say, this doesn't work. So they leave. That's why wealthy people always look like they didn't do anything, because they did the work earlier. The Rule of 72 lets you see the future without a crystal ball. You look at the percentage and instantly know the timeline. 6%, 12 years. 8%, 9 years. 12%, 6 years. Now, answer honestly. Does the difference between 6 and 12% sound small to you? Most people say yes. That's the biggest mistake. The difference between 6 and 12% is not twice the return. It's twice the speed. And speed is everything in finance. The FBI can find any amount of money. The only question is when. Time always works against those who don't understand it. Now let's talk about inflation, because the Rule of 72 works both ways. If inflation is 12%, 72 divided by 12 equals 6. Your purchasing power is cut in half every 6 years. You're not robbed loudly, you're robbed slowly. That's why you don't notice. It's the most effective kind of theft. People think poverty means having no money. No. Poverty is when your money dies faster than you realize. And the Rule of 72 lets you calculate that. Imagine 2 people. One keeps money safe at 3%. 72 divided by 3 equals 24 years to double. The other invests at 12%. 72 divided by 12 equals 6 years. While the first waits, the second doubles their capital 4 times. The difference is not intelligence, it's decisions. I'm not telling you to take reckless risks, I'm telling you to calculate. The FBI fears people who calculate because numbers don't testify. Think about this. Every percentage point is not a detail. It's years of your life. 9% instead of 10 is not 1% less. It's almost 1 extra year of waiting. If you don't understand that, you're not working for money. You're working for delay. The rule of 72 is a lens. When someone offers you an opportunity, you don't listen to the words. You look at the percentage. You divide 72. You see the truth. Money doesn't like haste, but it loves time. And if you don't use time, time will be used against you. The FBI always thinks they control the process, but they're always looking backward. You can look forward. 1 number, 1 division, 1 rule, 72. If you're still here, you're already ahead of most people, because most click away early. They don't like truth without emotion. Finance is exactly that. This was the rule of 72. Not a trick, not a hack, a tool of control. I'm Walter White, and remember this. Money doesn't disappear. It simply moves to people who know how to calculate time. Before we finish, I want you to understand one more thing. The rule of 72 is not for geniuses, and it's not reserved for insiders. It's a maturity test. Once you truly understand it, you will never look at money the same way again. People are told, it's safe, it's stable, it's reliable. They are never told how long it takes. A 4% deposit. 72 divided by 4 equals 18. 18 years to double. 18 years of your life. While inflation quietly works against you, if inflation is 8% and your deposit is 4, your money loses half its value in 9 years but needs 18 to double. That's not stability. That's guaranteed loss. Slow, silent, comfortable. Debt is worse. 24% interest. 72 divided by 24 equals 3. Your debt doubles every 3 years. That's not inconvenience. That's an exponential trap. People work their entire lives and accumulate nothing because assets grow slowly and debt grows fast. The rule of 72 shows this without emotion. This rule applies beyond money, habits, skills, decisions. Small improvements compound. Small mistakes compound too. Time exposes everything. After this video, keep one question in your mind. Not, how much do I earn? But, how fast does my money double? If you don't know, that's fine. Not caring is worse. The rule of 72 is not a magic pill. It's a mirror. And if you don't like what you see, the mirror isn't the problem. If this video made you stop and calculate for the first time, it already worked. But knowledge without action is just stored potential. Do one thing right now. Like this video. Not for me, but so the algorithm shows it to people who still believe money disappears on its own. Subscribe if you want to understand numbers before most people do. And in the comments, write 1 number. The percentage you believe your money is working at right now. I don't promise you'll like the answer, but math never lies. I'm Walter White. This wasn't motivation. It was a diagnosis.